For the past 2.5 weeks, all eyes have been on Sochi, Russia, during the Winter Olympics. The best of the best were in Sochi for the Olympics, and not just the best athletes. It takes a lot of talented people to put on the Winter Games. Morgan Hulsman has more.
Kansas has had several ties to the Winter Olympics this year.
Riley County Police Department responded to a 911 call near campus Monday night. The caller reported that he and his roommate had been robbed at gunpoint. Both victims were struck by the suspects and received minor injuries. The suspects are described as 3 white males with very dark complexion. One suspect had a noticeable accent. Yesterday, K-State Alerts sent out a message to students to keep an eye out as the suspects are on the loose.
Was this little guy part of animal cruelty before he came to you?
Not as far as we know. This is Marcus. He's about 3 or 4 year old neutered male cat. He actually came to us from the Salina shelter, and we work quite a bit regionally with other animal shelters and humane associations to try and find homes for adoptable animals all across Kansas and even across state lines. He's vaccinated, microchipped, and a really friendly, good guy, so we don't really know his background prior to coming to us.
Now, I imagine that you probably have run into some pretty bad cases. Are those just heart-wrenching to deal with as someone who loves animals?
Definitely so. It's never easy to deal with or learn about, no matter how long you are involved in caring for animals and in humane associations. And there's so many things that go unreported and unpublicized, and so we only oftentimes hear about the more severe cases. So if you can imagine, just constantly we're dealing with reports, even of a smaller nature, that are just as important.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think the best thing to do to help make people aware and not abuse animals, if you know what I mean?
Sure. We have an educational unit within the Humane Society, and we have some pamphlets and things. We try to do a lot of education to the public, and we start from the ground up in elementary schools with young children. But really, the laws are kind of the fundamental aspect of animal welfare, and so talking to your legislature and your representatives and getting involved that way is extremely important from a foundational kind of standpoint.
Okay, well, thank you, Jessica, and thank you, Marcus, for coming in and talking to us about that.
And also thanks for helping out all the animals from all of us animal lovers out there.
Oh, well, thank you so much for having us.